One of the best thing that can ever happen for anyone in life is living. The next best thing that could ever happen to you is learning how to live. This is World School JA Foundation, and we bring to you another episode of our motivation. And over here, you know how we do it. We tell it like it is. We give unto you meaningful and constructive things that you can extract and add as meaning and value to your life. We give you information that you can hold on to, information that you can relate and keep stepping. Some people just need a little motivation, and World School JA Foundation is a good place to stop. Even I myself stop here and extract meaningful things and add them to my daily lifestyle. I live by these words, and it helps me to think, it helps me to see myself. This organization is an eye-opener. I really respect this organization with all my respect. Thank you. You have a right to be here. For the last 7 years, my life has been a roller coaster. It has been a chaos. It has been up and down, and I have encountered some turbulences, especially during the line of work in transportation. I'm a bus driver, and I encounter a lot of turbulences in that field. I really do have some good time while operating, but on the flip side, I encounter turbulences like taking risk with my life and people's life on a daily basis in the line of work, collecting yellow papers from police officers, point A, point B, and even down the road. It is scary sometimes, and it really costs a lot. It rises up against me unnecessary expenses more than I bargained for, more than I could manage. Back and forth, jailhouse, lockups, even though I don't spend a lot of time there, like maybe a night or a day or so, because I have to keep on paying my way out, like going to court, and back and forth courthouse has been a chaos. It cost me a lot of money, more money than I could even imagine myself owning in a lifetime. And I want to encourage all operators out there. It is good to hustle, and hustle the right way, but watch yourself and understand yourself and see yourself, and when you get tickets and warrants and summons, to take care of them and get them out of the way, that you can keep stepping in the line of work. Try to be your best when dealing with the law, because it can be a total disaster if you do not understand what you are doing, if you do not know how to live. I can relate, because this is my line of work for the last 7 years. I'm a very aggressive person in the line of work, well-known person as well, and due to my aggressiveness in the work, I almost lost my life a few times in the line of work because of my aggressive level. I felt that I was doing the right thing, but there are other people that didn't like how I was operating. I think I was being a honest person with myself, even though I robbed people of an opportunity of getting a load before me. And it's scary sometimes how it works, but it's a dog eat dog world, and if you are not in it, you will not understand it the way I do. Even up until today, that's how the line of work is. It's a dog eat dog world, and if you're not eating dog, then you're not going to survive. It's either you're going to eject yourself or you're going to keep stepping, one of the above. It's not working for me. I understand that based on my experience and my expertise. I understand what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. I felt the pain from exactly what I was doing. It's not taking me where I want to be, and I had to eject myself from this line of work. It's not working for me, especially when the transport is out, especially when the police is working, especially in Brownstone. I find myself collecting $15,000 to $20,000 worth of ticket on a daily basis. That's how aggressive I was in the line of work. Tickets down the road, tickets in Brownstone, tickets in Ocherest, tickets point A, tickets point B. It had me looking inside myself, talking to myself, and I have analyzed that it's not working for me. I am not running away from the street, but there's another route that I need to take, that I can minimize on my expenses and enjoy, reap the benefits of my labor in the line of work. And this is a good way to think. This is a good way to understand yourself, to understand life, to know what you are doing while you are living. Does it fit you? Is it working for you? How much more of this you are going to do? How long do you have left doing this? Is this the way you want to retire? For this is the way I talk to myself on a daily basis, on a nightly basis, on a randomly basis, on a regular basis. I have to get a grip of myself, because there was a saying, or there is this saying that say, only who feels it knows. And when you feel it, you can relate. How much more of this are you willing to go through in order to make it in life, in order to be that person that you want to be, that person that you want to become, that dream that you want to live? How much more? There is never a perfect ideal time. I have lived to realize that life is about living, and living is all about life. And the way I was living, I wasn't living at all. This is how I look at it. I find myself going around in a circle back where I started from. Round in a circle back where I started from. Round in a circle back where I started from. I didn't feel any growth. I didn't feel success. I didn't feel life. I barely understand myself at that time. I was fully suited in my uniform, wearing my right gears. But the patient to wait in line I didn't have. I didn't have any patience. I always want to win. It is good to have a feeling like that. It is a good way to think. But in the same breath, we have to know and understand how we are going about it. I speak into my life that good things are supposed to happen to me, for me. And the way that I was operating, it didn't seem I was living by my words. And I had to do something about it. And I had to eject myself. I burnt all my working garments. And that was a good way to eject myself out of the system, having no uniforms to wear. I had to fight myself out of it. I had to go to war with myself out of it. I was caught up in it. I was addicted to it, to that line of work in the transportation field. For it is something that I love to do. I embrace it. I'm a very good driver, a very good defensive driver. Even though I am a little bit risky, but I be careful with my risk. I keep my eyes open. I keep my energy level up. I stay charged. I know and understand what I am doing, even though it's risky. I do it to the best of my ability to get to my destination safely, to avoid accidents as the DDC requirements elaborates. And I encourage you today that if you are out there in the line of work and you have similar experiences like mine, or in another area of work, any line of work, and it's not working for you, it's costing you more than you save, I encourage you to do something about it, for that way, heading in that direction is equivalent to living a waste life. No humans should live a waste life. It is mandatory that you live a good life. It is mandatory that you believe that good things are supposed to happen to you. Speak it and let it manifest. This is a prayer for me. This is a daily prayer for me. I speak it everywhere I go. I speak it in everything I do. I believe that good things are supposed to happen to me. I speak it and it manifests and it multiplies. With that being said, in the same breath, in looking about another line of work, today I encounter some turbulences and some challenges where I was at a crossroad. I had no money. I had $0. I didn't know where to turn to. And I started to motivate myself. I started talking to myself loudly. I was on a lonely road walking. It was hard to get taxi where I was. And I started talking to myself. I was like, you are a motivator, and you motivate people in this area that when they encounter turbulences, this is what you should do, this is what you should do. And you are not doing it for yourself. You need to do something about it. I know you. I understand you. We share the same breath, the same voice, the same mind, the same thinking, the same dream, the same belly, the same two hands, the same 2 feet, the same belly, the same back, the same bones. And I was talking to myself deeply, as if I was going out of my mind, but it was bringing me to reality. It was speaking into the universe, opening doors for me. I didn't have a penny to cover the expenses that my new line of work desire. And before the day closes, I believe that good things are supposed to happen to me. And it did. It did. I am loaded. I am ready to cash my expenses. In less than 24 hours, you have to speak into your life, believe in yourself, open your mind, allow the universe to work for you, allow life to work for you. For this is how life works. Life is kind to us. And it is very important that it doesn't matter who you are, where you are, how many turbulences you have encountered in your life, how many bad things or good things that have happened to you, to not to complain about it, not to quarrel about it, not to get caught up or stuck up in your feelings, but to be at peace with yourself and allow the universe to work for you. Allow life to work for you. Life is beautiful, amazing, and kind. If you use a bulldozer to push down a forest, give it 5 to 10 years and look at that same forest. It started to reproduce. That's life. Life doesn't stop. It keeps going. Life keeps stepping. Life keeps on living for this generation, the generation before us, and the generation after us. It is good to take a page out of life book to understand and know how to live. For living is the best thing that could ever happen to anyone, and knowing how to live is the next best thing that could ever happen to you. This is World School JA Foundation. We really do appreciate you a lot. We thank you so much for participating. I ask you kindly, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let's keep stepping in the direction that we are supposed to. We are motivating you to the best of our ability, and this is how we do it over here. Thank you so much. Have a great and productive afternoon.